Good afternoon. I'm Steve Meeker, Vice President of University Advancement. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the 181st Commencement Ceremony at Black Hills State University. Please rise for the presentation of colors by the BHSU ROTC Color Guard. Today's ceremony is led by Dr. Betsy Silva, Dean of the College of Education and Behavioral Sciences. Joining her are participants in today's commencement ceremony and platform party guests, including President Lori Nichols and Regent Joan Wink. Also represented are members of the Black Hills State University administration. Members of the esteemed faculty of the College of Education and Behavioral Sciences, led by Dr. Jamie Stone, Associate Professor of Mathematics Education. And now it is my pleasure to present the graduates from the College of Education and Behavioral Sciences, the class of 2021, led by Dr. Jane Klug, Dean of Students. Please remain standing for the national anthem performed by the BHSU Saxophone Ensemble under the direction of Mr. David Martinson, instructor of music. We remind all in attendance that proper respect is to face the flag, stand at attention with your right hand over your heart. Men should remove their hat or cap. Veterans and active duty military not in uniform may also salute the flag. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem. Please be seated. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you the president of Black Hills State University, Dr. Lori Nichols.
Thank you, Vice President Meeker. Good afternoon and welcome. It is my honor first to introduce members of the platform party. I would ask that they stand as I call their name, and please hold your applause to the end. Regent Joan Wink serves as our ceremonial representative from the South Dakota Board of Regents. Dr. Priscilla Ramkama is our provost and vice president for academic affairs. Dr. Jim Hess is professor of psychology. Dr. Elaine Dahl-Dunn is a 1979 Black Hills State University alumna and today serves as our commencement speaker. Dr. Betsy Silva is Dean of the College of Education and Behavioral Sciences. Dr. Amy Fuqua is Dean of the College of Liberal Arts and also serves as Director of Graduate Studies. And Captain Laura Arnold serves as Assistant Professor of Military Science. Miss April Meeker is our Registrar, and you've already met Mr. Steve Meeker, who is Vice President for University Advancement. Would you help me in welcoming our stage party today? Thank you. Thank you. Graduates, now is an appropriate time to recognize a group who have been your partners in this journey. They have provided mentorship, encouragement, and possibly some prodding as you completed your coursework. I'm going to ask if our faculty would stand. So faculty, would you please stand? And graduates, I'm going to ask, would you help me in thanking this group of faculty who have been so important in this educational journey? Thank you, faculty, for all you do. Thank you for being here today. Congratulations, graduates. Your day has arrived, and I don't need to tell you that the last 3 semesters at Black Hill State have been unusual and at times challenging. None of us could have predicted a pandemic when you began your college degree, nor how much it would change your completion. But despite the many, many modifications we have had to make, you have stayed the course. And for that, I both admire you and I congratulate you. Both in the past year and the years before, your effort, hard work, and perseverance have paid off. Today, you become a college graduate, where you will join about 1/3 of all adults in the United States who hold a bachelor's degree or more. Your degree will open doors to opportunity that you can't even imagine today. It certainly did for me. I am so excited for your future and all the possibilities that you will realize. Becoming a college graduate is a distinction in our society and sets you apart from many others. And that distinction comes because our society values education. Evidence suggests that college graduates are not only highly employable, but they also enrich the civic and economic life of their communities as they volunteer, provide community leadership, or make philanthropic contributions. As Nelson Mandela said, education is the most powerful tool which you can use to change the world. Today, with a degree in hand, your ability to make our world a better place becomes much greater. As hard as you have worked on earning this degree, you didn't get here alone. Your family has been a great source of support to you throughout these college years. And in a reciprocal fashion, your achievement has provided inspiration and hope to your family. Today, they are here to celebrate with you, and I know as you walk across the stage in a few moments to accept your diploma, they will be bursting with pride. They love you. You matter to them. So graduates, I'm going to ask if you would stand. And just look around the gymnasium and find your family members that are here to support you today. And then will you help me in giving these family members that you love a big hand of applause for the support they have given you. Thank you, graduates. You can sit down. Thank you, family members, so much for being here today. Your presence means the world to our graduates. Graduates, there are 2 words that are commonly used on days like today. One is graduation, the other is commencement. Graduation signifies the end, the finish line. It celebrates the fact that you have successfully completed this phase of your education and brings closure to this chapter of your life. Graduation says, woohoo, you're done. Commencement, on the other hand, signifies the starting gate, the beginning of a new life. It says you are transitioning from the past to the future. Commencement celebrates that the best part of your life is ahead of you. Both terms are most appropriate today, and both are very meaningful. But today, I choose to leave you with my congratulations on your commencement, on your beginning. Your future is so bright. You have ability, passion, and a commitment to make a difference. And as Yellow Jackets, graduates of this great university, I know that wherever you go, you will carry your alma mater with you and represent us well. Congratulations, graduates, on commencement, on all the bright and beautiful possibilities that are in store for you. We are so excited for you, and we congratulate you. Congratulations, graduates. At this time, I will ask Provost Priscilla Romkema to present a faculty member who is retiring.
As part of today's ceremony, it is fitting that we recognize a faculty member who is retiring. Black Hills State University wishes to express sincere appreciation for his years of dedicated and distinguished service to the students, to the university, to the community, and the profession. Dr. Jim Hess, will you please join President Nichols on the lower stage? Dr. Hess came to BHSU in 1983 and was instrumental in helping establish and grow the psychology program. During his 38 years at Black Hills State, he served as a mentor to numerous students and faculty and provided strong leadership as the chair of the School of Behavioral Sciences for over 10 years. Dr. Hess received numerous awards, including the 1990 West River Graduate Center Teacher of the Year, the 2011 BHSU Distinguished Faculty Award, and the 2014 BHSU Difference Maker Award. In his continuing efforts to support programs in the School of Behavioral Sciences, he personally pledged a $1 million donation and established the Make a Difference Scholarship in 2014. Henceforth, Dr. Hess will carry the title of Professor Emeritus in the College of Education and Behavioral Sciences.
I am pleased to introduce the Black Hills State University Saxophone Ensemble under the direction of Mr. David Martinson. Thank you so much. Black Hills State University has a long history of supporting our military. Before continuing with our program, we would like to recognize all veterans, service members, and their spouses for their service to our nation. I'm going to ask if anyone who is a veteran or active military would please stand at this time, or spouse, so we can thank you for your service and support to our service members. Thank you. At this time, I would like to ask Captain Laura Arnold to come forward for the conferring of commission.
Today, I have the honor and the pleasure to give Cadet Derek Vela his oath of office. Before I do, I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge what it took to get him here. An ROTC cadet has the same academic requirements as anyone else in their field of study, with the addition of a rigorous military science curriculum and training schedule. Derek participated in hundreds of Army training events, from basic rifle marksmanship to Operation Agile Leader. I'd just like to list a few of his accomplishments while serving in the program. Bear with me, this is a very short version of a very, very long list. Derek ranked second in his platoon, 10th overall of 146 capable cadets at Task Force Ripley's Operation Agile Leader. He represented Mount Rushmore Battalion at the George C. Marshall Seminar. He was selected as our Cadet Battalion Commander. He was selected for active duty field artillery, which was his first choice. He was nominated into the Black Hills State University chapter of the National Society of Leadership and Success. He made the Dean's List every semester while attending BHSU, and he earned over a cumulative 3.8 GPA. A few months ago, I nominated Derek for a Cadet of the Week award for our brigade. Just to give you some context of how large our brigade actually is, it runs as far north as Canada, as far west as South Dakota's western border, as far east as the peninsulas of Wisconsin, and as far south as the Missouri border. This is part of the nomination that I sent. Cadet Vela surpasses my expectations every day. I cannot exaggerate his contributions. More goes underappreciated about him in a week than the average cadet may accomplish all semester. His humble expressions of leadership and commitment are motivating and a happy reminder of why many of us answered the call to serve in the first place. On several occasions this semester, Derek stepped up, taking on the obligations of other cadets due to COVID-19, while still executing his personal duties impeccably. He did so without a single complaint, and he didn't miss a single step. Even when the buck had been passed with little to no notice, Cadet Vela would ensure the mission never failed, and the transition seemed effortless. He has become the cornerstone of our team, carrying himself as a true professional example while still being a friend and a mentor to every cadet. He and his fiancée, now wife Tacey, there she is, hosted our Friendsgiving this year, drawing in our younger cadets and many of their loved ones. I believe that moments like this are priceless for our program and its members. Derek is leaving a deep impression on all of us, and I can see that his legacy continues in the junior cadets that he helped mold. Derek, I would be proud to have you in my ranks. Without further ado, it is my pleasure to give Derek the oath of the commissioned officer. Derek, you ready? All right. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly swear to support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I take this obligation freely without mental reservation or purpose of evasion, that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I'm about to enter. So help me God. Guys, please welcome me in a round of applause for Second Lieutenant Derek Vela. I would also like to recognize one more ROTC cadet that is graduating today. Jacob Mining, would you stand up real quick? Jake will not be commissioning until the end of the summer due to COVID interfering with his training last year. Jake, I'm looking forward to saying more about you at your own commissioning, but for now, I'll just offer you a piece of advice to get you through cadet summer training. Never eat in your sleeping bag unless you're lonely and you want a few hundred fire ants to keep you warm. Stay hydrated. And finally, if you treat your fellow cadets and future soldiers with even half of the love, respect, and dedication that you treat your friends, they will follow you to the end of the world. And as many of us know, the military may someday take you to the end of the world. Continue to be the wonderful human that you are, and your team will be successful. Thank you.
Thank you, Captain Arnold. Born in the shadow of that great shrine of democracy and raised on the plains where Dunbar danced with his wolf, Dr. Elaine Dahl-Dunn brings to the podium 38 years in education, 50,500 miles in running shoes, and the joys and tribulations that accompany 7 children and 20 grandchildren. Along the way, she conquered Devil's Tower, Mount Kilimanjaro, 60 miles of Panama, 3 husbands, and cancer. Dr. Dahl-Dunn has a strong academic history with our institution. She received a first grade certificate, a bachelor's in elementary education, and a reading specialist endorsement, all from Black Hill State. She went on to earn a master's degree in elementary administration and guidance and counseling, as well as a PhD in education from other South Dakota institutions. Dr. Dahl-Dunn's commitment to learning equals her enthusiasm for life. She says, "We're all entered into this for the long run, and we're all going to encounter some speed bumps. Life is a marathon, so double tie your shoes." It is my pleasure to ask Dr. Elaine Dahl-Dunn to come forward and deliver the charge to the graduates.
I am honored and humbled to be with you here today to celebrate the advent of the rest of your life. Thank you, President Nichols, and all of the people behind you. You already know who they are, and I only have 7 minutes, so hang on. I know you have a full and exciting agenda, so I will tell you, as King Henry VIII told his wives, I won't keep you long. So my message is this. You know your history, dude. Live fully, live wonderfully, live outrageously, live out loud, live in Technicolor. You have the tools, the talents, and the try to do and to enjoy amazing adventures in this journey. Age and ability are not limiting, only your dreams and imagination. No one of us is called to mediocrity. For you to attach any significance to what I have to say to you, you need to know really who I am. I'm not all that she said, but most of that's true. Mom always writes good stuff about me. Just a little story. I was all alone in the bathroom at the Holiday Inn, which is already too much information, but just work with me. I heard a little sound, and I looked around, and there, rolling around on the floor, was a ring. So I picked it up, and oh my gosh, it was one of those beautiful distressed silver, wide-band, old-fashioned wedding rings, the kind made to last for a lifetime. And I thought, oh man, some little old lady took a ring off to wash her hand, and no, little old ladies never took the wedding rings off. Some great-granddaughter has taken off this ring, and oh my goodness. So I held it up to the light, and in delicately etched script, I could barely make out the letters Leela. I thought, well, of course, Leela, a good old-fashioned name. So I marched down to the office and I said, has anybody reported a missing ring? No one had. I said, here's my phone number. I'm taking this home. Give me a call when they come in. It's too important to be tossed in a drawer somewhere. So I took the ring home and I put it on, and it fit perfectly. And so I wore it. I wore it every day in honor of Leela, wherever she was. And no one ever called. Then one day, one of my sons came to town, the son who owns a construction company up north. And he looked at me a moment, and then he took my hand, said, Mother, why are you wearing a bathroom fitting from Leland's Plumbing? So this you know, I'm gullible, and I wear cheap jewelry. But people, it's all about the perception. I saw beauty, so there was beauty. I saw a story, and so there was a story. And that's the way I choose to live my life. I will find the beauty, and I will find the story in anything I do. And all of life is a story. Each of us writes our own, and as with any good story, there's always a dragon. But the dragon in our story is fear. Fear of failing, fear of succeeding, fear of not being laughed at, fear of being different. But dragons are for slaying, and we slay the dragon of fear with risk. Risk is the biggie. Taking chances and making things work are the way we learn and grow. That's been a huge factor in my life. I was always very timid and shy, and then I started taking chances. And I don't mean scary chances, I mean just things that are different, and it works. I've had a lot of great adventures. I only regret what I haven't done. I have been privileged to live on this planet for over 8 decades. I know, I can hardly believe it either. Google calls me for fact-checking. I know some stuff. So I'm going to share with you very quickly 8 sound bites from 8 people who have impacted my life. My father, Guy Dahl, was a Harding County cowboy, and he said, if you're looking for a place to land, you're already thrown. Just think about it. If you think you can't, you can't. My mother, Sylvia DeCamp Dahl, said, always hold your stomach in, you never know who's watching. Well, it isn't all about looking good and being healthy. It's about someone is always watching and learning from you. I can't stress that enough. Somebody's always watching and learning from you. I run every day, I used to run every day before I went to school. I got to school one day, I'd been running, and it was kind of snowing out, but I got to school and one of my students said, I saw you running in that blizzard. And I said, yeah, and I bet you thought Wonder Woman. She said, I thought 911. So it won't always be what you hope to show. But Claude Olson, Harding County rancher, my father-in-law, he said, I've never seen a man win a horse race leaning back. Think about it. Anything that you want to do, bail into it, do it. Do it like you mean it. Don't lean back. Marie Francis orchestrated the climb Kilimanjaro and run a marathon the day after. And I really wanted to do it. I didn't have the time, I didn't have the money. She said, Elaine, you will never have the time. You will never have the money. Plan the good things. The bad things happen all by themselves. And that's true. I exhort you, plan your good things. My first husband was a rodeo cowboy, a bronc rider, very good one. He died 60 years ago of leukemia, and then before he left me, he said, Lainey, live every day. We each really only have 8 seconds. Make them count. And he's right. It goes by really fast. And finally, my son, Dan Olson, is a school principal here. This one is from him. He'll kill me when he hears it. But anyway, I was on the ranch with my little kids, all alone. Well, 4 little kids, you're not alone. And we were doing fine, but I got to thinking one day, these little kids know the prairie, but that's all they know. So they were 3, 4, 5, and 6, and I thought, I will take them to see the ocean. So we went to the ocean. We got on the train, went to my sister's place. That's how we traveled in the olden days. And we stood there on the shore. Kids were lined up beside me, and Dan was beside me. He was 4. And I said, Dan, look at all that water. Where does it end? Trying to impress him with the immensity. So he tipped back his little cowboy hat, and he looked out across the water. Then he looked down at his cowboy boot, little scuffed toe, and he said, "White here." And it did. It ended right here. And that's what I want you to know. However big the ocean that happens in your life, and trust me, it will, it ends right here, and you're in charge. So don't worry about it. For me, life is a marathon, so double tie your shoes. There will be uphill, downhill, sudden curves, and a lot of speed bumps. But the marathon is not incredibly difficult. It's impossible. And you do it anyway, a mile at a time. So I dare you to live. I dare you to rise a half an hour early every day and take control of your physical fitness. Do something. I don't care what it is, but do it. Don't decay. It's okay if you age, but don't decay. I dare you to continue to learn and to grow. It doesn't stop here, even if it's just learning a new word every day. I dare you to own aggressively every facet of your own life, mentally, morally, spiritually, physically, and financially. Don't let anybody run your life. And I dare you to laugh. Laughter releases endorphins into the bloodstream that make you feel better, and it's cheaper than Prozac. I dare you to change your blood type. If it isn't B positive, change it to B positive. I dare you to dream, and to dream big. Dreams are for having. But most of all, I dare you to stand straight, walk tall, look the world in the eye, and set an example. Life you live is the lesson you leave. Make it huge.
Thank you so much for those wonderful words, Dr. Daldun. We are privileged to have Regent Joan Wink, who will bring you greetings from the South Dakota Board of Regents.
Hello, teachers. I have been waiting all day for you. And we've done this a couple times before, so I hope I have this in the right order. President Nichols, honorable guests, students, graduates, family members, welcome. Welcome to BHSU graduation. I'm delighted to greet you on behalf of the Board of Regents. Now, normally, when I come and give a graduation speech, I begin with, "Congratulations, graduates." However, this time I'd like to begin in a different way. And my message to you is thank you, and thank you again from the bottom of my heart. Because all year long, you played by the rules. You cooperated with your president and all your faculty members, which allowed us to keep BH open all year. I actually think the best kept secret in South Dakota this year is how all the students cooperated with the administration, with their faculty members, so we could keep our universities open. Whereas throughout the United States, universities were going online, but not here. And that's because of the faculty, student, administration, and we very much appreciate it. Thank you. Now I get to say congratulations, graduates of 2021. Here is what we already know about you. When life tosses you a curve, you can handle it. You can adapt when confronted by rapid change. There has never, ever been a class who experienced a pandemic, quarantine, social and political upheaval, social isolation while wearing masks, and standing 6 feet away from your family and friends. You went from traditional classrooms to online learning in a week or two, and faculty, thank you for making those rapid change also. That was not easy, but you did it. Students, You are now experts on Zooming, and I bet a year ago you didn't know what Zooming was. So we know a bit about you, and I've been trying to think about how the future will decide to give you a name. Who will you be? And we know the various generations. For example, we usually start when we talk about the greatest generation, World War II, named by Tom Brokaw, another proud South Dakotan. Then they moved on, and there was another group, a smaller group, who emerged. And the reason I know this, because I was in that group. We were the people who were indeed silent. We had jobs. We got mortgages fast. We used cloth diapers. We would not use Pampers. And then very soon, another group started to push us out of the way. The boomers were coming, the baby boomers were coming. And we looked at them, we were like 2 years older, and we looked at them and we thought, they're so cool. We were never cool. We never were. They had Woodstock, we had mortgages. They had Pampers, we had diapers. There was a huge difference. The boomers were fun and cool, and they all turned into workaholics. But the boomers got edged out, maybe a little reluctantly, but they did get edged out by Gen Xers. Wink, we've got a couple of those, so we kind of know the Gen Xers. Resourceful, responsible, independent, they loved MTV. They had a fairly good balance between work and family. The Gen X, we kind of got comfortable with that, and they started getting pushed out also by, some of you are the Millennials. We find the Millennials to be socially responsible, good human contact, good digital contact. You're the folks who gave us avocado toast. And young women, Millennials, you can see them because they always part their hair on the side and they love skinny jeans. Millennials, I'm sorry to tell you, but there's another group coming, and it's a real small group again. And because we have one grandson in this group, we kind of know it. They call themselves the Zennials. I don't think that name's going to last, but they're proud of it. These are the folks who loved Hamilton. And now we're with the Gen Zers. A lot of you are Gen Zers. We have a granddaughter who's a classic Gen Zer. They're digital natives, interconnected in their community. They want to go to work. They're very ambitious. They're a bit revolutionary. They play Fortnite, and they don't like skinny jeans. They're the ones who wear high-top jeans, or the high-risers. They wear the high-risers, and they let their hair part in the middle. So graduates of 2021, who will you be? Here's what we know. You're resilient, you're adaptable, you're responsible and socially responsible, you're very accepting of differences, you are connected throughout the world, and you can find the answer to any question. You are not just literate, but you are digitally literate. And we know that our dear BH did everything in its power to prepare you for the future. And in your future, you're going to learn a lot, but I think you're going to teach us more. There is no one like you. You will write a new story for us. Families, a special shout out to you for all you've done to help these young people get here today. Your babies are about to leave you. And we know you hate it, and a little bit of you loves it. But don't toss out that old couch yet. I promise you they'll be back. And when they do come back, they will leave their pets with you. So I've been thinking, what should your name be? And forever you will be, to me, the COVID kids. I think the greater public will give you another name, but for me, you're the COVID kids. And the one thing I promise you is change, change, change. However much change you have, we can't imagine it. I sometimes try to imagine the change you're going to live. And those who can thrive are those who can adapt to change. I wish for each of you a bright and shiny highway, even though I know there will be potholes, and we of my generation have left a few messes for you to clean up, and I'm confident you can do it and will do it, and I wish you each the very, very best. There's one thing in my long life I have learned, and it is that human connections are at the heart of all we do. It's the most important thing we do. And if I can have one extra minute to tell about a human connection here in the audience, I want you to know when I was a little girl, I had a best friend. She and I met every day at the corner. We held hands walking to school. She was my best friend from K-12, Diane Wessel-Kint. And now we're back together again and still best friends. And I think how many people have had this opportunity? But permit me, because the story gets better. My best friend's granddaughter, Lizzie Fisher, is graduating today. Lizzie, we love you. We are so proud of you, and I wish you the very, very best in your teaching job. I have one last bit of advice. Don't forget, tomorrow is Mother's Day. And now, on behalf of the Board of Regents, by the authority vested in me by the Constitution of the State of South Dakota, I hereby delegate to President Lori Nichols the right to confer degrees and diplomas with all rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining, contingent upon the completion of requirements. My very best to you, teachers. Go.
Thank you so much, Regent Wink. Graduates, we are at the moment for which you have been preparing for the past several years. A photographer from LifeTouch Special Events will be taking pictures today, and they will be available for purchase 1 week following our ceremony. The website address is on the inside cover of your commencement program. We ask, well, let me say this, whether or not you keep your mask on as you come up to receive your diploma and take your photo is completely up to you. If you'd like to remove it, you're welcome to do so. If you'd like to keep it on, you're also welcome to do that. Family and friends of the graduates, as a courtesy to the students who are graduating, as well as the people sitting around you, we would ask that you remain seated until the conclusion of the ceremony. It is my pleasure to present Dr. Betsy Silva, Dean of the College of Education and Behavioral Sciences.
Graduates, please stand. President Nichols, I have the honor to present the class of 2021. On behalf of the faculty, I present them to you as fully qualified to receive their diplomas.
By the virtue of the authority vested in me by the South Dakota Board of Regents, and upon the recommendation of the faculty, I hereby confer upon you the bachelor's and master's degree with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations, graduates. You may be seated.
The first group of students who will be asked to come forward are graduating with master's degrees. They will be hooded as a part of today's ceremony. Will the first row of master degree candidates rise and come forward? Lily A. Lundquist. Janae Lee. Mary Lager. Tamara Kearns. Mallory Margaret Hoosier. Samantha Jo Hunter. Matthew Lee Howard. Jennifer L. Hermany-Horses. Megan Haig. Luke Dermeyer. Jameson D. Carrier. Oscar Martin Carcamo. The next group of students are graduating from the University Honors Program. They will receive a medallion symbolizing their distinction as university scholars. Will the Honors Program graduates please rise and come forward? Okay. Continuing with our graduate students, Carrie Kate Wicks, Audra L. West, Jenna Lee Thomas, Isaac J. Taylor, Katie Rose Roth, Michaela Jo Rosen, Zachariah Peter Hunter Richards, Kadeem Phillip, Brian Scott Palmer, Reagan Corinne Odegaard, Dakota D. McKinney, now we have our group of students graduating from the University Honors Program. They will receive a medallion symbolizing their distinction as university scholars. Alicia Marie Pritchard. Rachel Ann Kane. Will the first row of bachelor degree candidates rise and come forward to receive your diplomas? Alexander Matthew Adland. Kayla Marie Anderson. Jacqueline Holly Bassford. Madison Daly Bates. Sierra Dean Bennett. Eric Joseph Big Eagle. Valerie Mae Blake. Carly Ray Bulwark. Raymond Douglas Bunch. Riley Blaine Bussinger. Elizabeth Alice Cameron. Tyler L. Cameron. Sandra Diane Carrier. Hannah Cass. Bryn Elizabeth Christensen. Tiana H. Christensen. Kaylee Jean Clark. Kellen Grady Claymore. Woodrow James Cooper II. Samantha Rochelle Dennekamp. Esta Y. Dibley. Haley Ann Drapo. Helena Ducheneau. Chantal Burry. Jacob Aaron Eining. Ashley R. Eisenbrun. Elizabeth D. Fisher. Isabella Fiona Goddard. Rochelle Lee Harley. Jessica Nicole Haug. Shayla Naomi Hyde. Brittany Allen Hendrickson. Bryce Alyssa Henderson. Seth Joseph Hills. Leah Hoffman. Hannah Elizabeth Hauer. Mason Rachel Hudema. Terry Joseph Irvine. Cody Ray Janice. Bailey Ray Johnson. Coleman Gary Johnson. Jada Jean Jones. Carly Jo Kalhoff. Kyrie Key. Allison Marie Keppert. Brian George Kerstad. Noah A. Niffen. Clayton Raymond Cook. Crystal Jade Cook. Michaela Joanne Koistinen. Deandra Grace Kolb. Dylan Douglas Corton. Sydney L. Crowter. Noelle Marie Cruz. Caitlin Nicole Kumpf. Brent LaCroix. Christy Jo Langenbaum. Rebecca C. Larcher. Madison Lane Larson. Justin Larson. Summerrose Last Horse. Trista Megan Learn. Mackenzie Diane Lewis. Holly Nicole Mardian. Jennifer Marie Marshik. Jessica L. McCarty. Savannah Marie Merkel. Jamie Lee Mez. Alberta Lorraine Miner. Hoyt Lee Nicholas. Bailey Doreen Kathleen O'Brien. Ray Ann Marie Penning. Laurencio Dominique Postelnicu. Sorry. Alexis Shannon Quayle. Letitia Ramirez. Megan Marie Samuelson. Brooklyn Faye Shower. Kaylee Ann Schmidt. Josephine Elizabeth Sherman. Cassidy Diane Sevick. Rebecca M. Smith. Takia Chantal Snipes. Janessa Rihanna Starr. Emma Jean Stone, cum laude. Cooper Lee Tim. Felicia Noel Todd. Mesa Tollefson, cum laude. Haley Danielle Cheddar. Ashley Ray Uffelman. Leone Franklin Van Dyke. Derek Jacob Vela, magna cum laude. Tacey Lynn Vela. Raquel Ann Walker. Kyla Christine Watkins. Hudson Thomas Wheeler. Caitlin Renee Williams. Carly Jean Winkler.
Thank you, Dean Silva. Academic traditions such as the symbolism of the tassel are steeped in history. Moving the tassel to the left after graduating is symbolic of moving from college to the next stage in your life. It is my privilege, if you have not already done so, graduates, to ask you to move your tassel from the right to left, signifying you are now a college graduate. Congratulations. Here to bring you greetings from the Alumni Association is Mr. Steve Meeker, Vice President for University Advancement.
Thank you, Dr. Nichols. Or Dr. Nichols. That too. President Nichols is what I meant to say. I'm just so thankful I didn't have to follow Dr. Daldun. What a charge to the graduates. Hopefully we don't wait another 8 decades to ask you to come back to speak to our graduates. Although knowing Elaine, she would be available 8 decades from now, so. As a proud graduate of Black Hills State University from the class of 1984, it gives me a great deal of pleasure to take this opportunity to congratulate the class of 2021 on your accomplishment and welcome you to our Alumni Association. Not a day goes by that I don't think of my days as a student here at Black Hills State. You will leave here with the knowledge of a diploma, but what will endure the longest are the friends that you made along the way. I'm still very close to the people that I went to Black Hills State with, and I can tell you it's great to be 59 years old and still have friends that I met when I was 18 years old. So today is the day to look around your group of friends and identify the people who you want to be a part of the rest of your lives. But it's also a great time to look around and find that one deadbeat, because today's a great day to cut ties. And some of you are looking at me saying, Steve, I didn't have any friends that were a deadbeat. Got bad news for you, you might be the deadbeat then. You're going to leave this university today proud recipients of college degrees from South Dakota's 3rd largest university, and you are now a lifelong Yellow Jacket. I challenge you to create the highest, grandest vision possible for your life, because you really will become what you believe. To make the very most of your life and the opportunities you have been given, you too must rise to your responsibility now to give something back. We will now begin calling on you as alumni. We need your involvement in our activities. There are many ways you can assist the university. You can recommend Black Hills State to a prospective student. You can lobby a legislator in South Dakota when BHSU or higher education needs your assistance. You can volunteer your time with alumni activities, and also please attend future alumni reunions and gatherings, and we do have those across the nation. Another way to support BHSU is to provide financial assistance for future Black Hills State students. I extend an invitation to you to become an active member of your association. We welcome your participation, and I know that you'll find it very satisfying. A quick shout out to our University Advancement Work Study student, Summer Lasthorse. Summer is graduating today in this class. When Summer started, she was pretty shy, but we witnessed a wonderful change in her, and she really blossomed over the years. I love it when Black Hills State transforms lives. In Summer, we wish you the best moving forward. And in closing, class of 2021, keep in mind you only get one shot in life. Don't spend it in safe, shallow water. launch out into the deep and enjoy every minute of it, because it won't be long before you're searching all over your home for your reading glasses and yelling at your kids to turn the music down. I offer you my personal congratulations, my respect, and best wishes. Thank you.
Thank you so much. The Black Hills State University Saxophone Ensemble will conclude today's ceremony with the playing of our alma mater. The recessional will follow immediately after. Please remain in the bleachers until the graduates and faculty have exited. Please practice social distancing and continue to wear your mask as you leave the building. And I would ask now if you would stand for our alma mater. One last time, graduates, congratulations. We are so very, very proud of you. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and graduates, faculty, and platform party, we will recession now.